Good afternoon. It's time. It's time for yet another NFL Bucky's Melody. The show's Mike C. And of course, Star Show, as always, Infinity and Beyond. It's Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. Bucky says hi. All right. So news. Last week's video did 15 views, which is, I'd say, pretty close to normal. We only have 18 subscribers. But that's okay. We did that. That's good for me. I'm happy with that. I mean, you can always do better, of course, but hey. It's about what I expect, to be honest with you. All right, some news off the top of the note here, my notepad. The Blackhawks, they're still playing. It seems like the season never ends. Pretty soon, though. They signed Frank Nazar, I'm going to say, from Michigan, the 2022 13th overall pick. And he played his first game the other night. He had one shot and one goal in his first game, so that's good. I'm going to assume he's going to be a huge part of the Hawks' future. I remember the draft, and he was very highly selected and listed. And I won't say he's a great player because I honestly have never seen him play, but from all accounts, he's a great player, and you'll be figured greatly, I would imagine, into the future of the Blackhawks. The Reds are 9-6, which is kind of like obviously 3 games above 500. I think they had their first shutout the other night against the A's, I want to say. I mean, they're playing good. It's a little slow. It's the start of the season, and we'll see what happens, obviously. But that's okay. The other news, I watched very little, unfortunately, over the weekend of the Masters. We were busy. We had stuff to do. We had the leaves to rake and front yard to clean up and another bunch of stuff. So I didn't watch the final round at all. Tiger had a terrible, I think his highest majors score ever, 18 above or something like that, over par. But congratulations to Scotty Scheffler, second time winner in 3 years. That's fantastic. He was 11 under and he won by 4 strokes. So congratulations. I assume we're hearing a lot more from that young man. Lions news. Still more mock drafts. It's come to the point, and it happens every year. It's like, okay, enough is enough. You're getting tired of it. I mean, the mocks have kind of lost their steam. It's just very repetitive, but it's still okay. I still like to look at mocks, but let's just get to the mock. Let's get to the real draft and beyond. Be done with it. It's kind of dragging on. Now the next week, I mean, we're only like a week and a half away. So the week of the draft, almost anything can happen, including trades. Especially the first round, first overall. I don't expect that to happen, but who knows? I didn't expect a guy to show up in a gas mask either, so that's still bizarre. But Caleb Williams is still expected to go first to the Bears. After that, it's anybody's guess. And Lions are still picking 29th. I've seen the majority of the drafts I've seen. They're picking Kool-Aid McKinstry, which is fantastic. I've seen some Chop Robinson, and there's a defensive end / tackle. His name escapes me. He's a huge Lions fan. I want to say Robinson something. I can't remember his name now. It's not Chop Robinson. I'll put that in the comments later. So it's starting to wind down. Yes, it's picking up. If that makes sense. Excuse me. But the draft is always an exciting time. This week I want to make make my this week. I'll get the ingredients to make party mix, and Carl's gonna watch it. Now the Vikings are expected to trade to either Arizona or the Chargers, maybe number 3, and they'll probably target McCarthy, JJ McCarthy from Michigan. But who knows? It could be Drake May. It could go number 2. They could. I mean, there are lots of ways they could go, but they obviously need a quarterback. So it'll be exciting to watch. I've got my shrimp already. It's in the freezer. It's not the usually round one that I have, but it's I have to peel them, which is kind of a pain. But I make the party mix. I'll have iced tea probably, and we'll be all set. I'm losing my voice. Um, so I can't wait for the draft. Um, it's like Christmas. It's a magical time of the year for me. Of course, after that, there's a letdown. But what can you do? And I'm glad that Carla's going to watch with me. That's always exciting. She may not watch the whole first round, especially the Vikings, pick early like they probably will. But she'll watch, some of it, maybe most of it. I doubt she'll watch the entire first round, and she probably will watch after that. Me, I'm addicted to it. I love it. Um, I might not watch the whole thing. It's really tough to do. There was an event we were supposed to go, or we talked about going to on Friday night, or well, it was one of the two. I can't remember now. But the draft was going on, so it's like, oh man, and it was something like sounded like fun. It was some observatory thing, and I love looking at stars and things like that. But no, I can't give up the draft. So otherwise than that, there's not too much else going on. Weather's been kind of weird. It was in the 80s yesterday. It's a little cooler today. It's supposed to be thunderstorms. Maybe tonight, throughout tomorrow, which are great, but it just doesn't rain that much here, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get some rain and thunderstorms tonight. We'll see. I'm trying to think anything else, Bucky. Not really. Trying to think. So I watched a lot of mocks. There's still a lot more to come. And there are multiple rounds. They have twists, they have quirks, and I post some of that. I will be posting. Um, I know I'll be posting one for sure next Monday, which is the Monday, week of the draft. Um, I might do just a Lions mock draft. I will do a Lions mock draft, including the full round, maybe a couple different Lions mocks. We'll see what happens. We'll get some more of those out there. Next week, I'm going to have cornerback cards. These are, I mentioned the cards, Bucky. In front of Bucky today. Bucky, what do you have in front of you? Totally forgot, Bucky. I've got defensive end cards. And this one here is Ziggy Ansah. A good player, not a great player, I don't think, but it's a nice card, nice patch. And first round pick, Ezekiel. On the opposite side is Aiden Hutchinson, a big napkin patch of blue, and he's still with the Michigan Wolverines. And in the middle is the only and one of the last autograph cards I got of. And it's the only autograph I have in Aiden Hutchinson, but it's not anything fancy card. I don't really care. It's an autograph card. So next week we'll have cornerbacks because it'll be most likely a edge rusher or a corner the Lions will pick. It could be an offensive guard. We'll see. Wide receiver, as mentioned, I'm not a big fan of wide receiver. Not in the first round. The following week, the week of the draft, or the week after, I should say, haven't decided yet. I won't have, obviously, cards of the play. I might have pictures. It depends who they draft. Um, I've got tons of cards coming up, so that's not a problem. We'll run into those for quite a while. I got some surprise cards we probably haven't seen ever or in a long time, and there's different themes I can have. So look forward to that because there'll be a lot of cards. And I miss buying cards. I miss the days of getting 4, 5, 6 packs, envelopes in the mail. So I used to get that once in a while, and just I can't afford that anymore. We can't do that anymore. Fortunately, I got a lot of cards to recycle, and it's still fun. And because I got some great looking cards, big chunky patches, big autographs. I got Barry, I got Calvin, Matthew Stafford. That'll be one in the future. Like when Matthew retires, I'll probably have 3 Matthew Stafford autographed cards with the Lions, obviously. So I got lots of combinations. I won't run out anytime soon. But so yeah, so those are my cards this week. No comments, of course. Nobody's ever comments on my videos, and I'm okay with that. I don't sit here and beg for subscribers and likes and stuff like that. It's just not my style. If you want to do that, that's fine. It's just not me. It's not necessary. Like I said, I make these for me and hope that you watch them. That's how I roll with it. So other than that, Buck, I think that's about it. I'll leave in the comment section the name of that defensive tackle / edge player the Lions are considering. He's a huge Lions fan, and the name just escapes me, but we'll get to that later. All right, so for Mike C, of course, star of the show, as always, it's Bucky. Say bye, Bucky. Bucky says bye. And we'll catch you next week, and thanks for the views, and hopefully get some more. But stay safe, stay dry, and be careful. All right, take care now. Bye.